Scorpio, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late June 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in energy and see what's happening for the lovely Scorpio gang. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going. Yeah, the deck is jumping already. Let's shuffle it up, my gods. What do we got for Scorpio here in late June? It is Cancer season, one of our fellow water signs. Let's see, any messages, insights, energies? What do we got for Scorpio here? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. So let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Scorpio gang in late June. Late June, please and thank you. Let's get this first card out here. What's going on? Gods and Spirit team. And for those of you that are new here, I only read jumpers. That's why I do these shuffles. There we go. Okay. Yeah, water sign energy to the maximum here. There could be a big focus on your dreams in this time. Lots of creative energy. And I've been seeing that with the other water signs as well. There could be issues around sleep, but we'll talk about that in a moment. There's a lot of energy there. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the June subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button, but tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little more in depth about this card. So if you look at the image, we have this dude sitting there. He has a nightcap on. He's wearing his PJs. There's like clouds and etheric imagery behind him. There's like rats dancing and a whole bunch of nonsensical stuff happening. There's dream catchers. So it does point to the etheric realm or the realm of sleep in one form or another. So in this time, I mean, maybe some of us are out there being night owls a little more so than usual. Maybe you're having a tough time sleeping. For a big portion of Scorpios, this could literally be spirit saying like, hey, pay attention to your dreams, watch your dreams. We're trying to show you something. We're trying to tell you something. That could be extremely important. Now, aside from anything relating to what we just spoke about, to me, this is a highly imaginative card as well. Okay, so in this time, you could have amazing ideas. Creative expression is highly favored when this card is out. And listen, as part of the Water Sign Collective, us Scorpios, we love to express ourselves in different ways, but the energy is favoring it a little extra in this time. Express yourself in one form or another as a good release valve. So let's just put that down. We're going to get into tarot now. And I always say the first card here, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's shuffle it up one time here. What do we got for Scorpio gang in late June? Guides and Spirit team. And while we shuffle this deck up and get it ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled An Explosive Change. There was a lot of fire, air energy, things changing on a dime. That's what I was picking up. So just know that energy could still bleed over for a couple weeks, where situations could be a little volatile. They could change and switch up on you. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, but to me, I just felt energy flipping. So let's see what shows up for us this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it fits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're connected to. Let's get 3 cards out here for Scorpio gang, please. What do you have for me and my friends, my guides and Spirit team? What do we got for Scorpio in late June? Thank you. Okay. So we have the Tower in position number 1. That's one of our cards. It's nothing to fret. I believe this showed up in the Cancer reading as well in the exact same position. So we are starting with a bang. Pretty much exactly what I said about the energy last week is all encapsulated in this very first card. Let's get a couple more. I don't want to speak about it too much. You know we're not afraid of any towers around here, right? That's why it represents us. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords not slowing down. This energy is not slowing down. Let's get one more. Attacking something head on could be possible as well. All right, 2 of Swords. All right, we got a lot of stuff to look at here, Scorpio. We might have a very interesting week ahead if all this is going to like ring true and play true to what I'm seeing and picking up. Let's go through and do, I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. Lots of movable energy here. And I want to look into it much further. But at first glance, obviously, we have this Tower starting off like a spark plug in the beginning. We have this Knight of Swords. We have the 2 of Swords. So it's like we have a Tower. We have a card of mystery. This Knight of Swords coming at the Tower. So that's what I'm saying for a lot of Scorpios in this time. If any problems or issues or situations pop up, Spirit might want you to be very proactive, like attack it head on. Okay, which I know that's a very scorpionic type of trait, but Spirit could just be saying, like, listen, face something head on. I don't want to get too intuitive just yet. So let's go through each one and like build it out, because there's going to be a lot of things to really look at this week. And also the fact that there's a lot of air. Air represents the realm of talking, communicating, but also the mind. So let's go through piece by piece and really build this one out. So position number one, the Tower. Again, as far as zodiac signs go, this is the one that represents us. It's Scorpio energy. So whether it's going to show us something that we're feeling, something that's coming towards us, another Scorpio even. Tower is all about transformation. Okay, it's an energy of shock. It's explosive. So just like last week, this energy, it's flipping. It's going quick. It's 0 to 100. It's very extreme. And just like I said last week, if there's any sign, even though Scorpio is a fixed sign, if there's any sign that can roll with this type of energy, it is Scorpio, right? Like that transformative energy is like kind of coded into Scorpio energy, for better or for worse. But the Tower doesn't always have to be a challenge, right? It's just the shock. It's just the surprise. So it could be something really, really good, or it could be a challenge. Listen, sometimes things happen in life where the foundation is shaky and you just got to hit the reset button. That's a big thing with the Tower sometimes, okay? Very karmic energy as well. So we'll see how this all plays out for sure. The Tower takes on a different significance in a Scorpio reading, that's for sure. Now, moving to the center, we have the Knight of Swords. Very powerful energy. Again, one of the fastest moving cards in the whole entire deck. It is going straight at something like a rocket, right? Like it's fast, it's aggressive. And notice how here it's going right at that Tower. It's not slowing down. It's like, all right, bring it. Bring it on, bring the noise. Like this Knight of Swords energy is not backing down. Now, for some of you, you might be connected to an air sign when this shows up. It could literally just be something coming in fast. And I did say, like, when we have this Tower, it's like this energy is not slowing down. Like it's going, it's moving. For sure, for some of you, this could represent travel, it could represent distance and stuff like that. But I just like it. I like the aggression I'm feeling from it, because it doesn't feel malicious. It doesn't feel bad. It's kind of like just a determined, pressure-driven aggression, if that's the best way to put it. Okay, unless you're connected to an air sign, of course. Now, I always say with the Knight of Swords, it can be confrontational from time to time. Sometimes life calls for a little bit of a confrontational take, right? But sometimes it doesn't. It all really depends on what clarifies it, because it could literally just be action, but it could also be aggression. Now, when we get to the back end, we have the Two of Swords. This is an energy in its classic form. It could be a little indecisive. It could be like, I don't know, should I go left? Should I go right? I don't know what I should do here when the Two of Swords is in the mix. But it's also one of the biggest cards of mystery. All twos represent decisions and choices. All twos represent partnerships as well. But a big thing with this Two of Swords, it's at nighttime, the person's hoodwinked, it's unexpected, surprising. So it does have some similarities to this Tower. So we have some unknowns in the midst, pardon me. Let's put that Two of Swords back down. I really want to dive into this further, Scorpio. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, shuffle it up here. What do we got for Scorpio gang? My guides, talk to me. What's happening here? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on the Tower now. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Scorpio, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, talk to me about this Tower. Let's see. Is it a good one? Is it an uncomfortable one? I want to know. Eight of Cups in reverse, and then energy of a shocking return. Okay, or something coming back around, or something popping back up with the Eight of Cups in reverse. It's like, okay, I thought we dealt with this, or I thought this is something that was already talked about or handled. And again, it doesn't have to be bad, right? That could be good. It all really depends on your vantage point and like what you want to deal with. Like for some of you, this could even be a person, right? It depends. But let's talk about the cards and what they mean. I mean, the Eight of Cups usually is action, it's movement, it's walking away from something. When it's in reverse, it's not. It is doing the opposite. So it's like a yo-yo. It's like going out, coming back, going out, coming back. So I feel for a lot of Scorpios in this time, whether it's a situation that you've dealt with something similar, whether it's an individual, there's like something that's going to come in out of nowhere. It's going to return out of nowhere. So to me, this feels like a shocking return, or at least one that you don't see coming right now. The fact that you do have experience with this energy, like that's another intuitive thing I'm feeling here. The fact that you do have experience with this energy makes me feel like this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like you know how to work with it, you know how to handle it, but it is swinging back around. So let's keep moving. Again, I don't feel like this is complicated. I don't feel like it's malicious or anything like that, but just don't be surprised if you relive certain things in this time with the Eight of Cups in reverse underneath the Tower. So let's go in on the Knight of Swords and see what he has to say. Very simple and straightforward here. Let's go in on that Knight of Swords. Let's see a little more about this action. What's the Knight of Swords here for with Scorpio? I mean, sometimes with messages, like I get several things that come through. That one was just super simple. Very simple to me. Okay. Eight of Cups. So now another thing starting to show up here. The fact that we have a lot of similarities on the top end in energies. Now we're seeing number signs showing up. You have double eights here along the bottom. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. Underneath this Knight of Swords, like this is someone who's ready to get down to business, get down to work. Okay, so that might be your energy. For a portion of you, this could be related to work and career with the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, where it's like, okay, I'm going to switch something up or I'm going to make a change. I feel like it's coming in a few different ways. For a portion of you, you might want a switch in what you do and how you earn money. For another portion of you, you might be reinvigorated with your business or work, where it's like, okay, let's get down to business. We're going to do this. We're going to make it happen. So I'm getting a lot of powerful energy here for a lot of the Scorpio collective, which is really nice. Now let's talk about this Eight of Pentacles a little more. You see this person chiseling away. It's very artistic, creating those pentacles, and usually it's very good. It's putting your energy in the proper places. So I like the energy that's coming on the tail end of what this tower represents. And there's a lot of good focused vibes here. So for a lot of you, whether it's switching it up or whether it's doubling down, I feel like there's a really good energy for a lot of Scorpios when this shows up. I really do. But the fact that we have a lot of swords, a lot of fast moving energy, we have double eights, just keep your eyes open for signs and synchronicities from spirit. Very important in this time. And that happens from time to time, but keep your eyes open for the omens and the signs from spirit, because they might be trying to help you or guide you. Okay, so let's keep moving. We're going to go in on that Two of Swords. Again, very simple, straightforward type of message. Nothing super complicated here. So let's go in on the Two of Swords, my guides and spirit team. Because this could be another curveball that we're seeing here on the back end. So what's happening? Okay. Good. Better. Something could turn out so good that you don't even see. Like you don't even see it. And that's another message I've gotten for a few different signs, even the Cancers this week. I love this. The Sun is the most positive card in the whole entire tarot deck. So I already initially have several different messages here for a lot of you. One, this could be a surprising or unexpected win with the Two of Swords and the Sun. It's like you don't even see it coming, but it's going to turn out amazing. Okay, so like there could be a really great result. Even if you don't know how it's going to get there or how it's going to happen, there could be an amazing result waiting for you, which I really, really love. Another thing that I want to say for some Scorpios, the Sun isn't just about victory. It's not just about blessings and abundance. Yes, it's a Leo energy. When I see it, it could also be revealing. The Sun can bring truth to situations. The Sun can bring understanding. So when we have the Two of Swords, which is a shrouded card of mystery and the unknown, the Sun is going to bring some things to light. Okay, so keep in mind, now could be a time for a lot of you where things are going to click, dots are going to connect, things are going to line up, and things are going to make sense. For a lot of Scorpios, you could be really having realizations and revelations in this time. And I feel like it's for the best, or it's like, okay, now it makes sense. Now I understand why. But aside from that, I feel for a lot of you, there could be, again, an unexpected or surprising win or victory here. And it feels really nice. I feel like I saw something similar for you a few weeks ago, and it's re-emerging again. So it's like we have several really strong, powerful energies showing up for you this week. Take your pick. Maybe one of them will hit for you this week. Maybe all of them. Who knows? But let's go through. I'll give you a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow card. Lots of stuff happening. But if you look here in the box, position number 1, we have a Scorpio card, the Tower with the Eight of Cups in reverse. So yeah, this could be a shocking return of some sort. So whether it's a situation, whether it's an individual, it's like, okay, that came back out of nowhere. But the positive thing I felt off that was that I feel that a lot of you have experience with whatever this is coming back, where it's like you can deal with it. Like, this doesn't feel like one where it's like, oh, what do I do now? I think you already know how to deal with something. Moving to the center, we have the Knight of Swords with the Eight of Pentacles. Could be a couple different things. One, to me, it's either moving on to something or doubling down. It's like either extreme. So for some of you, maybe you're wanting to change what you do for work and career or further your business interest. For a portion of you, maybe you're feeling reinvigorated and you want to double down. I feel like either one is fine, but there's this highly motivated type of energy. So just know, like with everything I'm picking up and feeling here, there's going to be a surge of energy around and through most of the Scorpio collective here, which feels okay. Moving to the back end, we have the Two of Swords with the Sun. Beautiful. So for a lot of you, unexpected or surprising win or victory here. Really nice, lovely energy with the most positive card in the deck. But again, this is also energy of things coming to light, things being revealed, dots connecting, eureka moments. So just know you might have a lot of revelations and realizations in this time as well, where things just come to the surface. So yeah, Scorpio, please take a screenshot of that. Let's see what's in the shadows now. Guys, let's shuffle it up one time, see what we have in the shadows for Scorpio. I would say for the most part, this is a pretty positive reading this week, so I like it. I feel like I'm claiming some of it for myself. But what's going on here? And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing. Okay, so let's get you one. And yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, shadow card time. What's in the shadows for Scorpio, please? What is in the shadows here for my good friends? What's going on here? Quick. Okay, the Hermit. And this is very peculiar with like all this very strong, powerful movement-based type of energy. We have the Hermit in the shadows. So for some Scorpios, this might be a Virgo that you're connected to. If that's not the case, the Hermit is a withdrawn type of energy, which is bizarre to me because when I feel all this energy building up and things going on, maybe some of you are in Hermit mode right now. Maybe you're in a time of regeneration or recuperation when this card is in the mix. The Hermit is a very wise energy, okay? If it's not representing a person, sure, it could represent somebody in solitude doing their own thing, sealing themselves off from the world, very hermetic, you know, that's partially why they're called hermits. But I mean, I don't feel like this is necessarily you like shutting things out on purpose. So just know if you're in hermit mode for whatever reason, it's meant to be, and it's not going to be forever, especially with all the other stuff we have going on here. But I'm also getting this vibe that for some of you, there could be certain things that you don't really want to do. Okay, like with Hermit and all the stuff we have going on, it's like, why do I have to do it? Why do I have to deal with this? Why do I have to do? So just know, like, there might be certain things you don't really want to deal with in this time, where you might just want to curl up into hermit mode, and that's okay, right? Like, use your own discernment here. I don't necessarily feel like it's a terrible thing, though. So we'll put that Hermit down. It could be very wise, could be very spiritual. But that's what I have for you this week, Scorpio. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the June subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, my digital calendar is open on mastermetaphysics.com, so go ahead and check that out. And if you got your name in for the May subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this weekend's readings. But for the June subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of one of my favorite decks, the Gilded Tarot Royale. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments if you could snap your fingers and visit anywhere in the world right now, where would it be? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.